Pisces, welcome to your reading for Saggitarius season 2023 and heading into Capricorn. So you are currently in the energy of the King of Swords, the Nine of Wands, and the Page of Cups. So it looks to me that there for you is a huge focus on the past right now. And in the past, it looks like you felt more successful. You felt like there wasn't as much conflict in your life. Like you were getting the attention that felt good to you for your accomplishments and your achievements. And I feel like that right now there is probably a feeling of being tired, of being weary, of conflict. I'm not seeing conflict specifically in the moment right now, but I'm seeing that in the past you're focused on that you didn't have conflict in the past. So that to me says there might be conflict for you right now. If not, it could be something else that is making you weary and making you feel like you have to kind of keep fighting a battle maybe that you don't want to fight. It could, with the Page of Cups here, it could have to do with a child in your life. It could have to do with a new love or a new, like, emotional endeavor that has recently come into your life. And I think it has you more in a mental space than a heart space. You know, this weariness, this focusing on what you had in the past has you, you know, as a Pisces, King of Swords is not your natural energy. But for whatever reason, it feels like you're just very much thinking a lot, ruminating, maybe, and could be that, you know, we know Pisces is a bit of a dualistic sign. Could be that you're feeling the split here with, if the Page of Cups isn't a new emotional endeavor or child in your life, it could be that you're feeling like a split between your rational brain and your emotional, like, psychic heart center. So you could be feeling, I get the sense that you would be overly feeling the rational side and the heart emotional side would be kind of taking a back seat at this time, just due to the fatigue that you're feeling. It looks like there is a challenge here with the Lover's card and the Five of Swords in reverse. To me, that says that there is some challenge. Some of this could have to do with a romantic love relationship where you or someone else has a challenge of letting go of kind of like a bullying type of energy, or a sort of a narcissistic energy. You know, also we have, you know, the King of Swords here. This could be an air sign male that you're dealing with in your life too. Doesn't have to be that is your energy, but whatever the energy of the reading is very much focused, I feel like, around this King of Swords. Someone who's just very stern, kind of overly rational, can be a bit blunt and direct in their communication. And that could be hard for you as a Pisces. You know, you're more of a sensitive page energy, potentially, if that's the way this is resonating for some of you. So it looks like crowning the reading, we have the Wheel of Fortune and the Six of Cups. So it's like there's some huge change in your life right now, or huge stroke of luck that is dropping in an energy of, could be reuniting with the past. or it could be uniting with a soulmate, someone who reminds you of family dynamics or something about childhood. And it feels like there could be some struggles with stability or movement, like there might not be any forward movement at this time with this connection or with another aspect of your life because of this connection. It's like any progress that was being made feels like it's sort of stopped. And again, I see this kind of going back to focusing on the past again. So if this is someone from your past who just dropped back into your life, that definitely stopped any forward progress that you were making. And the Knight of Pentacles is a very slow and steady, methodical type of progress, the kind of progress that doesn't go backwards. So it was a healthy progress that maybe was stalled by this, the Wheel of Fortune. It's kind of like divine intervention. It's generally very auspicious and good luck, and it looks to be whatever the Wheel of Fortune has brought to you at this time in your life in terms of connecting in love or emotion with other people may have stalled progress, but it looks to be ultimately healthy and kind of like divinely planned. So it does look like there's a general sense of unhappiness with the Sun card in reverse here. And with this deck, it looks focused around partnership for me. So there could be a sense of feeling like unhappy in a partnership or a relationship of some type. And that could be based around it feeling like, with the World card in reverse, like it's a type of negative cycle that you can't seem to get out of. Or the way I look at this card sometimes is like not ending something in order to start something new. So it could be that you or someone else hasn't ended something in their life having to do with the past, and then that could be you, because we do see so much focus in this reading for you, Pisces, about looking back at the past. So it could be that there's something about your past that you have not ended in order to bring in a new beginning in your life, and it's bringing you some unhappiness and potentially some heartbreak with this card kind of being sideways here. It's like not complete and utter devastating heartbreak, but it's also not releasing sadness and heartbreak and moving on from it. So it's like kind of like the potential for heartbreak hasn't maybe happened yet, but it could just be just mild feelings of sadness and betrayal. The Three of Swords can signal betrayal. So could be like, third party energy too with that Three of Swords. Something hasn't ended in order to bring in something new. So I do see with your Oracle card here, this card was a lot focused on the need for boundaries and the need to accept either your own limits or someone else's limits in order to have success in something. And so what's coming in the near future, I do see, I'm seeing you most likely, if not somebody else, being able to have boundaries. And that is going to make, it's going to give you a feeling of being less isolated and alone. And so it's just going to shine a wonderful light on whatever areas the boundaries were not happening in. It's going to illuminate, you know, a huge part of you, or who, if it's another person, you know, you'll have to decide if it's you or someone else, because I, as a general reading, won't know. It could be either or. But just know that, you know, boundaries don't always feel great to have them or to honor them for people, but it's ultimately just the healthiest way to be in relationship, because having boundaries is basically giving someone the key to be with us. And so if we don't have our boundaries, or we don't honor someone's boundaries, we don't really have like true consent going on in our relationship. And it looks like it's going to restore a sense of balance. It's going to restore a sense of purpose, a sense of love, you know, with the Knight of Cups and Temperance here. We have the Five of Pentacles reversed. It's going to cause, again, another card suggesting causing you to feel less alone, less out in the cold, and to be able to feel like there are people around you that you can access and do care about you and do want to be there for you. And with the Hierophant and the Page of Rods here as well, you know, if you're not in a marriage, I would say it looks like there'll be a renewed sense of enthusiasm and passion for a traditional style of life. If you are married, it looks like there's going to be renewed passion in a marriage. So this looks like a big shift is coming in. It hasn't happened yet. And so, yeah, I'm not, I didn't clarify like how long this would take. So, yeah, I'm not, I think, yeah, I don't want to stall too much here. I'm not exactly sure if this will be in the winter or if this will be as the sunlight kind of starts to come back, at least in the Western Hemisphere where we are. I feel like it could be early spring or winter. And so it looks like you are definitely in a really good match right now with the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. Like, whoever you are with right now, Pisces, and that is very strongly indicated here. Although, you know, with the Lover's card, the relationship is a challenge for you. It does look like you and whoever this person are very well suited towards each other. And so on the feminine, and I'm not going to say like man or woman, you know, the feminine person's energy, typically water is feminine, water and earth are feminine, air and fire are masculine. So we could be talking about the water sign or the earth sign as the feminine. We could talk about the fire sign or the air sign as masculine, or you could take it real kind of black and white here, and you know, the queen is the feminine and the king is the masculine. So you interpret for yourself. But the Queen of Pentacles, the feminine energy here, is in an energy of having a lot of options with the Seven of Cups. This card can indicate also being overwhelmed, or potentially being delusional in terms of, you know, seeing options as maybe better than they really are. And this is in regards to leaving a marriage. So this feminine energy could be thinking about leaving a marriage and could be overwhelmed with options that may or may not be what they or she thinks they are. or this person could have already left a marriage and is just overwhelmed with the amount of possibilities in their life after leaving this home. Basically, it's not necessarily a marriage card as much as I see it as like a shared home. So the masculine energy in this match here is, to be honest, kind of likes the single life and might have some mental health issues that, you know, with the Magician card here and the Strength in reverse with the Nine of Pentacles, you know, it's like this person can easily, due to mental health issues and like a lack of the ability to tame their inner impulses, they can kind of flip really easily into being sort of a like trickster type of energy. Or you know, on the positive side, this person has amazing manifestation powers. This person can pretty much create anything they want to just out of their sheer will and sense of spirituality. But it can make them like a little bit flighty. You know, I see the Magician as being like, this person is more in another world. They're not as much on the earth plane. So, you know, I think the struggle with mental health for this person can make them a little bit like out of reach and sort of like, well, I'll just be single, you know, like if we're having conflict, or, you know, I'm happy being alone. I've got money, resources, whatever I need. So they might kind of lean a little more towards that type of thinking, and yeah, maybe just being a little hyper independent. So in your environment here, this duo came out of the Empress and the High Priestess. So it's like it's like these are either just two different people in your life, most likely feminine energy, women, where like, so it's confusing for me. Like the Devil came out with these cards. So it's like these two kind of came out as a duo with the Devil. And so it's like these two are super bonded and maybe stuck together. So it could be somewhat toxic, these two energies. You know, it could be dealing with a water sign female. It could be dealing with an earth sign female as well. There's also the Queen of Rods here. So we have Queen of Wands and the Nine of Swords. So it's like there's something, Pisces, for you about potentially 3 feminine energies in your life. Queen of Wands typically is a fire sign female. If not a fire sign, you know, if not a sun sign that's fire, they're like a very charismatic, very attractive woman that's sort of like a her own boss and a business owner, and a very sexual woman as well. So there's something for you, Pisces, about this woman or these women and their relationships with each other, or with someone, with you, or with someone in your life that cause you to feel a lot of fear and anxiety, because either you feel really bonded to them and like codependent with them, or it feels like they have those dynamics with each other. And, you know, with the Devil there, it doesn't look like they're going anywhere. You know, that bond and that kind of dependence on each other, or just presence in your life is anxiety inducing, and it is, in your eyes, it is not healthy. So the hopes and fears for you here, I see that you would like to move forward in your life, and you might be feeling blocked to the ability to move forward, or to kind of like get the energy or the planning or foresight for the future necessary to get you to move forward, due to just having a lot of work, like a lot, just constantly just being like nose to the grindstone, get up every day, do it again. And yeah, it looks like you would like to be able to move forward and kind of move on from this stage of life. And so in the outcome, there is sort of a duality here, which can be fitting for a Pisces reading, where you have the 10 of Cups and the Ace of Cups. So you have such amazing love and happiness, and, you know, a feeling of love and partnership and family and just overflowing emotion in your future. And it's just so beautiful, like seeing those two cards together. You know, it's like that family and that connection, that relationship can bring out such a huge blessing for you, like a new amount of love that will just be really magical for you and probably the other people involved. But I see some issues or struggles with opening up. And I feel like this could be related with the Page of Pentacles in reverse here to being somewhat like immature, some immaturity. And this could be in your part, or this could be in the part of somebody else in your future here, where this person just doesn't have the ability to open up and be stable and make progress, you know, those slow, like baby steps towards progress and security. I see a little bit of financial issues here too, with, you know, all those pentacles adding up to the 5 of Pentacles. It looks like either you or someone else could feel like financial limitations or struggles are a barrier to opening up and feeling happy about that loving family situation. With the 4 of Cups here, it's like it's pretty sad that, you know, with all that love in your outcome, in your future, there's either a part of you or someone else that just maybe isn't going to be practical enough to like be reliable and give of themselves, or you know, deal with financial losses or financial struggles enough to really embrace that love. And they might just, you or they might just feel like, well, I'm just gonna pass it up because it's too much work, it's too much, it's like I have to give too much of myself, either financially or emotionally. I just can't do it. It's just not enticing. I just don't, you know, I don't feel, it's kind of like meh, which is just, it's sad with how much love is there. So with the Star card here for also the outcome, I just hope that if this is you or someone else in your life, that if it's you or them, that you will just do your own healing work around those feelings. And, you know, just, you know, if you're not, this card isn't necessarily suggesting seeking counsel or counseling, but just healing and using the feelings that come up as an opportunity to, you know, heal that, whatever wound that is coming from for you or somebody else, to, you know, move past financial, you know, money fears, or learn how to really give of themselves the way that they have to in a loving family. So I do see like a lot of hope in the outcome. The cards that came out, you know, that are a little bit meh or kind of like indicating a struggle are more minor arcanas. And, you know, you got an ace, you got a 10, and you got a major arcana for the hope and the love. So hopefully that will mean you can kind of overcome the struggles that could pop up, as they do in any relationship or family situation. So be ready. And then under the deck here, what you don't see, it looks like there's a King of Wands. So this is generally a masculine fire sign. Again, it does not have to be. Kings just generally indicate that it's someone who has like a following of people, or a community of people that they lead, or that they kind of look up to, or that look up to them. Like it's like they're releasing some type of burden here, as maybe some deceitful energy, deceitful actions, maybe around a third party involvement, or in their community. As that is revealed, these deceitful actions, it's like they're looking at it, they're taking a pause, assessing the situation with the Hangman here. And so they're doing a lot of processing around this, but it ultimately looks like the truth for them being out is allowing them to release a burden, and was actually a really good thing. So, all right, that's what I have for you, Pisces. So see you next time.